Greetings. This is Elder Blacklight. We right back at it again. No time to waste. Thinking outside the circle of the Caucasoid. Now I noticed what's going on YouTube. Probably social media. The government is tracking, stalking, tracking, same thing. Collecting a profile on the masses of black people, brown people, yellow people, red people, anybody that has a hue darker than the Caucasian. He don't trust even himself. So why should he trust you? Now see, the thing is on us, we is automatic enemy because of the complexion of our skin. Believe it or not, melanin gives you a whole different nature and a different thought process. But it can, your nature, through your thought process, can be altered. But for himself, it's hard for him to distinguish who's his enemy because they're the same complexion or close to it. So he still had tribes within himself that he fought against. But he'll trust himself quicker than he'll trust anyone else. Even then, it's a degree of distrust because he knows his own nature is that of evil. So the only way he can get close to you is that he changes or alters your nature, the black man's nature, close to his nature or close to his culture. Now I'm sitting up here looking at this brother talk about Grandmaster Jay, the agent. They say he's an agent. Everybody say fair kind of agent. But now, if you pay attention to this brother they call Kurt Judah, Israel, I know he's an agent because he wouldn't have that name, Israel. That was Jacob's name, Jacob's name, before he wrestled with God. Then God changed his name to Israel, contending with God. And that's what Kurt Judah is doing right now.
The white man is not talking about the capital of Philadelphia, but that is where the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence was created, in Philadelphia. You can't even find a history book about it. What happened to the capital? They say 10 presidents later or so many presidents later, they built District Columbia. Oh, no. You got 1871 under Ulysses Grant who built that capital. So we got a Nile Valley going right here down in Mississippi River.
Now look, he's talking to Moorish World TV. And
Mississippi River go from the Gulf all the way to even Chicago. Or it comes, we always say toward Canada. That would be our Nile Valley. We had slavery in the South. Now but we had freedom in the North. Why is this? Why is freedom in the North but slavery in the South? Where every time...
Now, let me put y'all on guard, you know, on how to deal with agents. How to get not to be fooled, hoodwinked from your own people. You got to have a screening process in place. I learned this from the Nation of Islam. You know, you got to have a screening process in place. And every time you get with an organization, you got to know what your leader is about. But the main thing you should learn how to do is don't give your money up. Our people so thirsty that anybody that sound good to them, they jump on. But here's what thinking outside the circle goes. You got to know by now that all the organizations have been penetrated. All the heads of organizations have been penetrated. And they're now in the circle of the Caucasoids. They are using YouTube as a weapon to further divide and conquer our people. That's why they arguing with each other, accusing each other as agents. And if a brother uses a name Israel, well, you know he's at war with Allah. So you have been made to think that Allah is not the word Allah is not an African language. Well, what about the word Africa? You know, what was it called before Africa? What did the Indians call America? You know, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the whole planet was called Asia, but y'all don't want to believe that. Because the white man got you not trusting in a brother who demonstrated how to get over on the Caucasian right before. Called him devil and get over. Y'all, he did it so smooth that y'all can't believe it. I say the devil, why did the devil let him do it? The devil didn't let him do nothing. You know. So Allah, Master Farad Muhammad, let him do it. To show you, to demonstrate to you that if you unite for one common cause, but you got to set up a structure, you know, of screening out the hypocrites. You're not going to never screen them out, but you can identify them. You could identify the agents and hypocrites sometime. But those you can't always identify because you can't read people's minds all the time or read who they are all the time. But they will make themselves known sooner or later. Now many of them didn't make themselves known until after the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was dead. But by then he had built up an empire. But the nation up under the leadership of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the best example for success. Stay tuned for part 4, and I'll tell you just how to go about it to protect yourself.